Kendrick joining us this second half, y'all. Yes. Bartender, make you pour that strong drinks. Like hell, yeah, baby.
We're gonna party anyway. Paradigm, man. All right, what's up, Mo?
Hey, Joey, how y'all doing today? How you doing, sis?
How are you? Can you hear me?
I'm doing fabulous. All
right, I'm gonna need y'all on y'all end. You a little bit low. Turn your mic up for me.
Thank God I did.
Can y'all turn your mic up? Y'all kind of low. And tell Brendan if he got me on his phone, he gotta turn me down because I hear the echo.
Turn the mic up. You gotta turn it down. You gotta turn the vocal mics up on Jungle Boogie Congo.
All right, let's do a quick testing 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Slow Mo, you got us? We good?
We good.
Uh-oh, hold on. Music is off though, Slow Mo. Can you hear us? Slow Mo, he gonna moderate for us today.
Yeah.
All right, you want to test us out, Slow Mo?
Can you hear me? Testing.
Yeah,
I hear you.
No, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, 10-4. All right, I'm out.
What's your name, bro?
Steve.
Who?
Steve.
Say it one more time.
Steve.
Steve?
Yes.
Steven. Steve.
Steve.
He having a hard time hearing. He gotta come up.
I'm sorry, Steve. Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, bro.
Likewise.
Yes. I want to make sure you can hear everything I'm saying. Can you hear everything clearly that I'm saying?
Yeah, let me move up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want no delays.
Okay, I think that's better now.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, Slow Mo, we looking good. Everybody seen, we straight, right?
Yep.
All right, y'all. This afternoon, I got the pleasure to interview a DC great legend, a living legend at that, born into this world as Maurice Higgins, but better known as Mightymoe. What's up?
What's up, fam? What's up, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok? Or it might be
everybody is checking you from. All right, Mightymoe, let's see. You were born on August 12th, 1969 in Washington, D.C., correct?
Correct. Yes.
And you were born to a teen mother, right? Am I correct about that?
Yeah, I'm like 16 years younger than my mom and dad. They had me when they was in high school in Dunbar, uptown Northwest.
You DC all the way. And how was that? You were saying your mom. Give us a little bit about your mom when she was pregnant with you.
Oh man. Well, first of all, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for moms. You know, I got to give her all praises, you know, along with God, of course. But my mom, she's a very, very talented person that set aside her talent when I was born, to be honest with you. And she was in the school choir of Dunbar. And she told me throughout her whole pregnancy that she sang, you know, through the choir when I was in her tummy. So I think I got a little bit, and I know I got a little bit, maybe a little lot. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make that word up now. A little lot for mom. So yeah, she's everything to me. And I was actually born on my mom's birthday. We share the same birthday. So yeah, she's very special. She's very dear to me, as most moms are.
That's a special bond there. So we know you as one of the greats because of the fact that you in DC are the only one who plays with two iconic bands. You play with EU and the Chuck Brown band.
Yes.
No other Congo player is doing that. That's iconic.
Yeah, it
Now,
really is.
I want to tap in on that because let's go back. Let's start at the beginning with Mightymoe.
Okay.
When did you first get your first instrument and what was it?
Okay. If I may, it was 1969, and the first instrument was one of my grandmother's pots.
All right.
That's what I was introduced to, I'm telling you. And I still have one vaguely memory when I was an infant. So, let's say I don't know how old I was, but I wasn't even walking. And I just had a gift. I just had a God-given gift where I just wanted to beat on things. You know what I mean? Anything that I could see. And my family noticed that. And they can vouch for this story, you know. I just had a natural gift, just beating around stuff in the house. And I have an uncle, my Uncle Lee Higgins. I'm a little hoarse because I just got finished playing all this weekend, you know, yelling and screaming, just having a good time. So please pardon me on my voice. That's why I'm a Congo player, not a singer. But my Uncle Lee, he was in the marching band in Dunbar, and he was into drums and things like that. And of course, he took notice, just like all my other family members, that I had an early gift. And he bought me an Indian drum. I can recall I had to be, I don't know, I was 1, 2, I don't know. But he bought me an Indian drum, and from that point on, that's when I was introduced to a real drum. I can honestly say. And then from that point, everything that I wanted for Christmas was just drums. I was into toys, but it had to be a drum set under that Christmas tree. And a football set. An extra football set. So, yeah, I think that was my first introduction to a real instrument through my Uncle Lee.
So I got a question.
Yes.
A little birdie told me something about your drum.
Okay now.
I heard that you made a foot pedal. You want to elaborate on what that was about?
Oh man, I can't take all the credit for that. Actually, okay.
Just the point of coming up with that creativity, you got to give it to us.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a short summary of how that came into play. Okay, I think it was 1983, 84. Over Southeast, and we was going to Hart, you know, Mississippi, Willow Road, that part of area, Southeast, Ballou and all that. So I grew up on that part of town too. So I'll tell you about that later. We had a band called Junk Raid, right? And we was very, very, very well put together. We had a very, very good band, strong band. Everybody played their position. And we was actually making some noise in Southeast. And this is around the time when we used to play with Junkyard Band. We was on shows with Junkyard Band at the time. And a lot of Ward 8 bands, you know, around the neighborhood.
Hey, I got to tell you a small little thing. But I didn't mean to interrupt your story. You brought up the Junkyard Band. And I just want to let you know, Pratt just joined the chat. But
Pratt,
go ahead.
Pratt, what's up, Pratt? Pratt, what's up, man? You know I love you, man. Hey, look. A lot of people don't know Pratt is the original Congo player for Junkyard. The original. So that's another story, but everybody needs to know that. So, love you, Pratt. You know that, big brother. My man. But, what was the question again?
You were telling us about your foot pedal.
Oh, yeah.
That you created.
I'm blaming that on Pratt.
What's up, champ?
That's your fault. But look, we had a Junkyard Band. We had crates, you know, cones, cans, buckets, you name it. The whole thing that make up a Junkyard Band, right? And you know, we wanted at this time we wanted some real instruments, and we couldn't afford a real foot pedal. So what we did, and I got to give my man Michael Tilline. That's my best friend, one of my best friends. To the end, he's the one that came up with the idea. Hey man, let's get together and let's build our own. So I can't remember all the steps, how we, structured and put it together, but it worked. We made it work. I remember we had some springs from a mattress on the street. We took some springs off, and that was part of the foot pedal. And of course, we had a mallet. I think that was the only real part of a foot pedal that we used, like a real mallet. But the other structure of the foot pedal was all creative ideas from a bunch of youngins from Southeast. So remember that. If you put your mind to it and use your creativeness, you can do anything. So we made it work. Of course, it kept breaking. It didn't last that long, but we made it work. So that's the story behind that.
Wow, now that's creative.
Yeah, it belongs. I wish I had it because something like that belongs in someone's museum.
It do, because that's
That's a real beautiful story. True story.
Wow. That's just showing how young you was already at your creativity.
Use your mind.
You was already there.
And it was a collective collaboration. You know what I mean? We all worked together, and came up with the idea and made it happen. So anything can happen if we all work together.
That's right. So, I just want to let the chat know, welcome in everyone. We are going to open up the floor to do a couple of questions for Mightymoe. We're just going to get some questions out right now that I already have that I want to ask him. And then I am going to open it up to you all. So just hang tight. Enjoy just enjoy the knowledge. The knowledge we getting dropped from a legend. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy that. That's what we want you to do.
Of course. I mean, I enjoy life.
Huh?
I enjoy every moment of life. That's for sure.
That's right. That's right. That's what we wanted. So let's ask this. Was your first love of music always go-go? How did you get into that?
Into go-go music?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I always loved playing since I was a baby. Like I said, when I first came home from the hospital, let me go back just a little bit. I was born in George Washington Hospital in Northwest, and my first living area was Social Quarters. That's the first place that I saw. Well, no, H Street, right across the government printing office, from what my family told me. So when I was a baby, I had to be like a week or two, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ma. But we lived on H Street, right across from the government printing office, North Capitol and H Street. There used to be houses right there. They're no longer there. But from there, then we moved to Social Quarters. So my first introduction to the world was through the eyes through Social Quarters. That was my nest. That's where I first started. So that led me to just playing the instruments. And then we moved from Social Quarters to Southeast Dixon, Mississippi in 1976. Okay? So I can recall, and I can still visualize this. So try to look in my eyes as I tell this story. This is my introduction to go-go. I'm sitting on 6th Street, the apartment building. It was Trenton Park at the time. I'm new to the area. And I just standing out there, just scoping out the place. I'm just coming from Northwest, man. You know how you move into a new place, you just scoping out the area a little bit. And I started hearing some music, right? I didn't know where it was coming from, but I could hear it. And I knew it wasn't that close because you could just hear it in the distance. Because, back then it wasn't no social media. It wasn't even no, what they call it, subwoofers. It's 1976. So I knew it was a live band. So anyway, to fast forward, because I was always an adventurous. I get up and walk anywhere by myself back in them days, So I just walked towards the music. And it led me, because it was like an echo. Because if you know how that area of Southeast is, it's a valley, you know, so any type of loud music will bounce off and echo within that valley, right? I didn't know that then, but, you know, I know that now. But anyway, I followed the music, and it led me to Highland. People from Southeast, people that know that area. I'm coming from 6th Street, and I'm listening to the music. Led me all the way up to Highland. I walked through Hart. I walked across that little bridge, across the creek, Condon Terrace, you know, Valley Avenue. I still remember this. Led me all the way to Highland. Boom. I found a band. The first band was Red S's.
Okay.
Look, that's just an inside joke because back then the pronunciation was taken wrong with some of us, you know, the younger guys, you know. Anyway, it was Rare Essence, the legendary Rare Essence. That's the first introduction of go-go for me. They was playing on the school cafeteria, right? Most people remember Highland with Essence from 1982, from the infamous tape, you know, the legendary tape. You know, turn the vocal mic up on Jungle Boogie Congo. Y'all know what I'm talking about. In 1976 was when I first saw Red Essence. And the only person that had me glued to them was David Green. Because keep in mind, I love drums. I started off on the drums. So that was my main instrument, you know. So when I saw David Green, I'm a little guy. I can still see him. They on the dock, on the cafeteria dock. I saw David Green. He had some rototones. I didn't know what the hell those drums was until Timbales was not. So that caught my attention. So David Green, I love you, man. You know that. He's a legendary percussionist that everybody patterns their cowbell beats and some rototone beats out there. So shout out to him. So from that point on, I was hooked on go-go. And I started seeing Sugar Bear and EU around Valley Green on Port Chop Hill. Then the next thing you know, all the other little local bands around there, man. So that was my second nest. So yeah, that was my introduction to go-go.
All right. So, what band did you start in first? Where were you? Where did you get your start at before you have progressed to where you are now?
What band or what professional band or when I
No,
started
before you were with EU in the Chuck Brown band, where were you before that?
Let's go back. Okay, I gotta go back to Blinkers. Blinkers, my man Blinkers from Social Quarters. We had a little band, right? This was before we even moved to Southeast in 1976. There was a place called the Center. Sister Roach. All my old school Social Quarters know what I'm talking about. Sister Roach. They had a center up there, right in the middle of Social Quarters. I can't even remember the band name. I just know we had a band. It was me, Blinkers. I can't even remember. We had to be like 4 or 5 years old, man. So I've been in bands back then. That was my first band, I can honestly say. So fast forward, from there we moved to Southeast. I think around 79, 78 or 79. Me and my man Babalu, I met my man Babalu, Anthony Whitaker. Excuse me. Still a little hoarse. We started the band like 78, 79, and the band was called Tin Can Boogie. I'm going to say it one more time. Tin Can Boogie. We was making some noise. So anyway, from there, then we had Junk Raid. That was like 82, 83. And then from there, multiple bands around Southeast like Top Secret, you know, Trash Connection. Oh yeah, shout out to my Trash Connection family. Bojack, You know, Buggy, Demi, all of us come up, man, in the same around the same Ward 8, neighborhood Southeast. Just to name a few, man. I can go on and on, man, since we was little boys. Matter of fact, since I'm on that subject, let's say like 1980, 81, 82, all the way around there, when all of us was basically really getting our feet wet, right? Myself, Bojack, Buggy from Backyard, Demetrius, which is Demi Doc, Lil Michael Strong, the same sardines, pork and beans with Junkyard, like I say, the Pratts, all the Junkyard family, all around that time, Foxy Rob, Shorty Corleone come from over that way. Keith, which you know is hot sauce. He used to be over there walking up and down. I remember that, Keith. 32. My man 32, David Ellis. He come out from over that way. Man, the list goes on and on, man. I hope I ain't leave nobody out, but the brain cells ain't always ticking like it used to be. So you know who you are. But all of those guys, man, we come out of that same area when we were young guys. And a lot of us are still relevant through the grace of God and through the legends that we follow and happen to have us in their bands, like the Sugar Bears, the White Boys, Big Tony Fishers, Chuck Browns, you know what I mean? All those guys, man, that was our influences, and then now we can say that we're in their bands. That's such a blessing. You gotta hold on to that. You gotta remember where you came from. I know I do.
That's right.
On that note, so I always stay grounded with that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, that area, man, just birthed a lot of great musicians, man, in this go-go culture. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the bands that's abroad, like, Maryland, they made an influence. Uptown, Genghis, the Uptown bands, Petworth, all them guys, man, you know what I'm saying? That it's one big family at the end of the day. Shout outs to Ra, Northeast Grooves, that whole movement. And my man Stefan, I ain't forgot about your bass face. I could go on and on with the list that the people that helped make me who I am.
Got a long list there. So when did you start with EU?
Say that again?
When did you start with EU?
Oh, with EU. Oh, man. I want to say 1999, because see, I played with EU with two different bands, and I have like two different beginnings.
Okay. So who was first?
I have a beginning with Ivan Goff.
Okay.
Shout out to him. Rest in peace, Ivan. He's done a lot for Go-Go, man, and for myself, my personal career, too. And then with Bear. So there's two beginnings with me, with EU. So I would say around like 90, 91, 92. Those are my earliest days with EU. And then we had Maisha and the Hip Huggers shortly after that. That run was phenomenal, too. Shout out to her too. Rest in peace, Maisha. We love you. She made a mark on this culture too.
Mm-hmm.
So around 91, 92, I started with EU.
Started with EU, and for those who don't know, EU, that's short for Experience Unlimited. Iconic, you should know.
Yes, the legendary Sugar Bear. My boss, my main influence, who I'm still rolling with right now in the day. I mean, who opened up a lot of doors for me. Oh man, Bear, look, let me just say this about Sugar Bear. First of all, he's a legendary icon in this culture that we got.
Right.
He's been doing it over 45, 50 years, man. And to be doing it that long, some people don't even live that long, unfortunately. And or hold a job that long. This man is Teflon. I've been with Bear. Hey, Bear, if you listening, I've been with you over 30 years, and Bear only missed one show.
That's great dedication. Wow.
Man, Iron Man, He Red claimed that title. One show. So that's another story, man. That's a
So, but
fact.
here's the thing, though. Just with that being there,
Yeah,
you're performing with
I'm
two
gonna tell you
Grammy
what's up.
nominated bands. Number
I'm
one,
sorry.
you're
Say that again,
performing
bro.
with two Grammy nominated bands. You got EU and the Chuck Brown Band, right?
Oh man, yeah.
So then, on top of that, y'all made history in 2019 on the BET Awards because y'all were the first go-go band along with Funk from Rare Essence to perform on there. How was that experience?
That is in my top 5 of the greatest experiences that I had in my career, and I owe that all to Sugar Bear. You know what I mean? Um, can I just back up a little bit and go back with Chuck Brown?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to that, but I want to back up with Chuck Brown as far as his influences and what he done for me also. Of course, we all know Chuck is the man. Chuck is the main man. He's the godfather. He's the dad. He's the papa. He's the baby father, even if you ain't got a baby.
He everybody's grandfather when it comes to go-go. Period. Hands down.
Well, all I'm trying to say is Chuck is everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Chuck is everything. You know, he started this whole genre. So, of course, first of all, we definitely miss him, man, dearly. You know what I mean? We miss Chuck dearly. Seemed like since he been gone, man, it was a paradigm shift. You know what I'm trying to say? It's paradigm shift in our
He's definitely missed.
in our
Yeah.
culture. But that's another story. But Chuck, man, Chuck took me around the world. Chuck taught me a lot of things that Sugar Bear did. I owe my whole work ethic, my whole discipline, my whole approach to those two guys. You know, along with a lot of other greats that I've been around too. I gotta pay homage to these guys while I'm on this subject. The little Benny, Anthony Hardy, rest his soul. He showed me a lot, helped me a lot of the way. He was a good friend, great friend. You know, we was road dogs. Big Tony Fisher, all of those guys influenced me. James Funk, you know, white boys. You know, whether they know it or not, they deep in Ula Tonys. Man, the list goes on, man. You know what I'm saying? But you have to pay homage. You never know who influenced you because we all have influences. You know what I mean? But I don't think a lot of us pay homage to those influences. Go-Go Mickey. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on. That's Go-Go Mickey is the greatest percussionist that ever touched a pair of congos and percussion, period, in our genre of music. And then you got to go a little further back to the blueprint. Jungle Boogie. Jungle Boogie. Say what, y'all? Jungle Boogie. I'm gonna be louder now. Jungle Boogie. Say what? Come on, man. This is what helped birth all of us as far as how we listen to go-go. Those little chants like that. You know, because this is a call and response music. So, like I say, all of those guys, I just wanted to take a moment to mention those guys, man, you know, before I get on the second page. So I'm sorry, I just wanted to share that.
No, it's okay. It's your interview. You can do that.
Thank you, finally.
It's yours. So give us some, a little bit on, like I said, you making history with performing on, in 2019 on the BET Awards
Oh, yeah.
as the first go-go band to do that. How was that experience?
Well, the experience, like I say, was great. I mean, I really took heed in every moment of that experience. That was the biggest production of my life, to be honest with you, to be a part of. Like I said, again, I owe that all to Sugar Bear. Juju too. Did I mention Juju? You want to mention it in there? Juju, go. My man, like I say, I know it's so many other people. But back to the BET Awards.
It's okay.
Man, I mean, I think that, of course, they wanted Sugar Bear, right, to come out. I think by itself at first to be a part of the BET Awards, and I think they requested that they wanted the drummer and the percussionist to come along. So that's how Mary Juju came along also. And the performance, the rehearsals, the other artists that was a part of that, it was more of a great experience backstage than actually on stage, for me anyway. You know, to see how everything rolls off and, you know, the time and you have to be in position and, you know, things of that nature. And to see Cardi B, I don't know if she seen me, but I seen her. So those experiences, man, was great. They was great. They may never come again, but at least I can say I was a part of it, and I thank God.
Right, actually a part of history, because that has never happened on the BET Awards. So
no, it hasn't. It hasn't, and hopefully that's not the last. You know what I mean? Since Gogo is, reaching other places on this planet. You know, finally. So we definitely keep.
It's the taste of DC. That's our music.
Yeah, and you know what? I want to say something to that. When we say go-go is, we're trying to reach other places and this and that. I believe it's a cycle. Because go-go is what you call a heavily driven percussion music. Okay. Let's start right there. Let's hold that right there in the middle. Right? Let's hold that right there, what I just said. Go-go is a heavily driven percussion music. Hold that right there in the middle. I'm going to go back to the beginning of the cycle as far as a heavily driven percussion music. Going back to the beginning of Africa, the first drum, the second form of communication, the djembe drum, the original drum. Heavily driven percussion music. Now, let's go back to the middle when I said it's a heavily driven percussion music, which is go-go. Now, we saying go-go is trying to reach other places. Now I'm at the top. There's 3 layers I'm presenting here, and I want you to follow me. This layer is where we're trying to go. We'll go as far as a heavily driven percussion music. Go back to the middle where go-go is a heavily driven percussion music. Go back to the beginning, which is a heavily percussion driven music in Africa. It's a cycle. You follow me?
Yep.
This is how I see our music. We're trying to reach places, but we're trying to bring back what we already had. Basically, there's nothing new under the sun. All of these beats that we think we're doing, we're creating, we're recreating. Because we are naturally creators. That's why I don't claim no beats. Because I know where they come from. I know 1 comes first and 2 comes second. That's it. That's how I look at it. That's my whole approach to my instrument. Because I know my instrument.
That's right.
I don't believe in my instrument. My instrument believes in me to manifest what I can get out of that instrument. Understand me? Next question.
Thank you for that history on that. we super appreciate that.
I'm not trying to be any certain kind of way, but this is how I look at my instrument, my whole approach. This is how I walk my walk with my music and my gift. I've been doing this before I was able to walk. Everything that's attached to my God-given talent can be good and it can be bad. It's always a yin and a yang. It's always a ka and a ba. It's always a blue pill and a red pill. If you follow where I'm getting at, it's always 2 sides to the fence. We have choices. That's what life is about, choices.
Gotcha.
Choose to stay away from all that negative and whatever comes attached to my God-given talent. And I choose to stay over here, where it's pure and safe.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna ask you one more question, then I'm gonna open the floor up. We're gonna let Pratt, because I know he wanted to give a shout out and probably ask some questions. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask this. I saw on your Facebook posting yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to know, did the people get it right? You were coming out the store with an orange bucket, and you asked the question, "What's the meaning of this bucket?"
Oh man. Oh yeah. That was what's the day? Sunday.
Today's Sunday.
So that was this past Friday, right?
Right.
Excuse me. I was having a little fun, and I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna back up because I told somebody last night. There's no shame in my game because I remember where I came from. Now check this out. I'm playing with two of the biggest bands that our culture ever produced, Chuck Brown and EU, right?
Mm-hmm.
My bucket was busted with Chuck Brown band, right? So I know I needed another bucket. I saw one on the side of the road when it snowed the other day. Home Depot, baby. That orange bucket, you can't deny it. I knew it was a Home Depot joint. I backed my little car up. I checked that joint out. I said, yeah, she's still in good condition. She can go. Why not? What would they say? One man's job is another man's cousin.
That's right.
So anyway, I put it in my truck because I knew we had a gig Friday, and this was just like last week. What was 2 weeks ago when it snowed? The last time it snowed, that's when I got the bucket. Put it in my car, and like I said, I knew we needed it.
What up, everybody? Glorilla!
No. We're doing an interview.
Oh,
No
really?
comment. Go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
So anyway, but fast forward, man, it's just funny because shoot, I put that joint in there, man. Next thing you know, it was in my car. Next thing you know, it was on stage with the Chuck Brown band. So yeah, I wanted to know if anybody could figure it out because I was thinking that when I posted, I said, man, they probably don't know how I even got this bucket. Now you know. So I just like having a little fun, little inside joke. I just appreciate little stuff like that. So hey, I got the money to go buy one, but if I see one on the side of the road, there ain't nothing wrong with it. That joint gonna be on stage.
And what do you use it on stage for? There you go.
That's what it got last night.
That part.
Hey, look, let me just share something about that gig what we just did this past Friday because it was a first. Actually, for me anyway. There was a guy who passed away named Glenn. I didn't know him. He just passed away, and then he just had his funeral just this past Friday. And one of his last requests was to have the Chuck Brown band play at his repast. And come to find out that he loved Chuck Brown music. 92 years old, you know, and that's how we got the gig. And it was such a beautiful moment because although it was a funeral, it was more of a celebration and just to be a part of it and feel that, you know, that was a beautiful show, you know what I mean? So yeah, that bucket went on stage and it was a part of it too. So God is good. Yes.
So now everybody got the answer.
For granted.
Say that one more time, Mo.
Don't take anything for granted.
Correct. That's correct.
Nothing.
So we're gonna open up the floor. Hey Pratt, you there? He should be there because he's been sitting in here with us.
Okay, let me see.
You there, Pratt?
I got the camera on the phone here. Pratt, where you at, Pratt?
He up here with us. There you go. You can turn your camera on. Can you see us, Pratt?
Mm-hmm.
You got your
Pratt,
camera.
what y'all
Turn your camera on.
There we go.
So while he getting situated,
Okay.
Pratt is my first cousin.
See?
and he is a part. Got his start with Junkyard, and he was Subtle Thoughts as well. And he gonna but Pratt, what you got for Mighty Mo?
What's up, Mo? What's up, big brother Pratt? Gene, big brother Gene, it's Mean Gene. Man, I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
Chilling.
Looking good, big brother.
Mo just said everything I could have said, man. For real, Joe. For real, man. Everything.
Hey,
And verbatim too.
hey, Pratt, you know we both come from the same trenches around the same time, big brother.
Yeah.
Hey, Pratt. Hey, look.
Huh?
A lot of people, like I had mentioned, you was playing the congos with John, because I remember you was playing with sticks. You had bongos. You had like some bongos on the stage.
Joe.
You remember that show when y'all played with us that hard? In the rec?
What song?
No, I'm talking about the show. Y'all played that hard wreck, Joe.
Damn, we played it
It's
hard.
so, it's so far back, but I remember, Sam.
Man, damn, Joe.
I didn't mean to mess you up like that, Pratt.
Hey, you know what? I mean, no pun intended, man. I'm just gonna hurt somebody too, man. We the people with Valley Green, man.
Oh man, man, that's that. Yeah, Valley Green Contours, Bird Farms,
Yes.
MLK, the real MLK. One time you couldn't even walk through MLK.
Yeah.
And that's an avenue.
Yep.
Wow.
Ain't no side street.
That's an avenue, man. Man, Joe. I used to go to all them dudes up Blue High School, man. I know.
Yeah.
I knew who you talking about.
Yeah.
So good. I thank you. I appreciate you, Pratt, for definitely coming and joining in on this. Did you have anything you wanted to add or
Love you, man.
say to Mighty Mo?
Man, Joe, Mightymoe said it all together, man. Joe, he completely said it.
This one.
Hey, Mightymoe, man, you ain't put out bugs, man.
Huh?
You ain't put out bugs, man.
Oh, bugs. And I ain't talking about them bad bugs. My man Bugs, man, I love you, man. So I knew I was forgetting somebody. Yeah, man, Bugs, all of us come up as little boys, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, people just don't know your history, unless you tell it or unless you was there, you know what I'm saying? So, man, Buzz is a legendary icon too, man. So, yeah, shout out to Buzz, man.
Thank you, Pratt. I appreciate you. Just hang on in there with us.
Family.
We got a little more way to go. Don't go nowhere.
Yo,
Is there anybody? What'd you say, Mighty Mo?
Nah, I just thought about my man Blue Eyed Daryl too. Shout out to Blue Eyed Daryl. Yeah. Stomp Dog. Oh, hold up, man. Stop. See what I'm saying? Stomp Dog right there too, Joe. I'm sorry. All right.
No, you good. This your interview. This you. Is there anyone else who want to come up or who's already on the panel that might want to ask any questions?
Damn, Joe. A lot of questions to ask, man.
I want to say something.
Go ahead, Slomo.
Do you remember Morton Street?
Morton
Street.
Yeah, I do, but I can't place where it is. This is southeast somewhere though.
Nah, this is Northwest.
Northwest?
Yeah.
Where at? Tell me.
Before it became what it is, I used to live down in that circle.
Morton Street.
The Black Hole. It's on Morton Street.
The Black Hole.
Georgia and Morton.
Okay.
And I used to live down there. That's where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Going to Bruce Monroe.
Right.
Women at Banneker.
Yeah.
And on the other side of Morton was the Salvation Army. And there was a drum and bugle corps. And I started playing over there. Carrying the cymbals. Then the snare. And Then we moved out to Maryland on Riggs Road.
Okay.
But I just wanted to bring that up because back then, it was shortly after that.
What year was this?
That was back in the 70s.
Okay.
Because, see, I was born in 67.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's about a couple years.
And before the Black Hole was a go-go spot, it was an auto garage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know some people don't go back that far, but that's where I grew up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I want to add, man.
Oh, man, that's this Steve?
Yeah.
All right, Steve. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man, we telling on our age, big brother.
And look,
I never know they had that up that way, though.
Way back before all the go-go bands was real popular, we had drum and bugle corps and marching bands and the parades that took place all over D.C. You know, certain time of the year, you guarantee everybody was trying to clean their little uniform up and be in that marching band to play.
Okay. I always wanted to do that, to be honest with you. I always wanted to be in the marching band, but I never stayed in school long enough.
Yeah. Yep. Because I started off at Bruce Monroe.
Yeah.
We moved out of Maryland, went to Louisdale, Nicholas Home, and graduated from Northwestern.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up, Steve, man. So you in the go-go too, of course, right?
Well, I live in Virginia now. I've been out here since '92 after I got out the service.
Hold up. Don't let me tell you, since you moved out of Virginia, you don't listen to go-go.
I listen to go-go, man. That's every day. That's every day. That's how I get my day started.
My man. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was just messing with you, man.
Yeah. No, I ain't short of listening to my go-go.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and mute out and let somebody else come on up.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Steve. Thanks for
I appreciate you talking to me. Go ahead.
Keep chatting
Did
with me.
anyone in the chat want to come up?
Please do.
I want to say something. Hello.
Oh, okay, so hold on. This is another moderator, Miss Strawberry. She is from the D, which is Detroit. She's not from here.
Okay.
Go ahead, Strawberry.
But I noticed, like, at a lot of the clubs and stuff, they mix in go-go with a lot of the different stuff. And that's really where I got it from. So I was like, what is this? And one DJ I used to mess with, he was like, oh, this go-go music. He was from Virginia. I was like, okay. So I got a little hooked in.
So you was feeling the vibe a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And they still doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I want to say this, right, on that note. You know, go-go, right, if you take the percussion out of our music, you really, all you have is a R&B song or a hip-hop song or whatever you want to say.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's
correct.
the only difference with our song and some of our structure. But basically, we can all, as melanated people, I mean, just music lovers, we can always adapt to any kind of music. As long as it got a good beat and a good rhythm, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, any kind, at least for me, we can go, you ain't got to be into that type of music, but you can adapt to it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's how I look at it. I listen to anything. I mean, I don't care, country, rock. I don't like all that heavy metal and, you know, all that distortion, because distortion should be, to me, distortion should be one type of frequency. It's like you get a cloudy screen, you know how them screens when the channel used to go off at night, you get that distortion.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I think distortion music should be. That's the only music I don't like. Or that. How the hell you gonna listen to that? I don't like that. That's for me. I don't do
Gotcha.
that.
Well, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to let a little music play. We're going to let Mo take a quick break. And y'all don't go nowhere because we got a little bit more in store before we going to let Mo go. So, y'all stay tuned in. Give us about 2 or 3 minutes and we'll be back.
Right. And thank you, Detroit.
You're welcome.
Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna keep this camera on, or all right.
Go ahead and rock your music, Mo.
Yeah, we're gonna rock the music.
But it still gotta be on, right?
All right, y'all go ahead and rock the music, but make sure y'all step away from the camera when y'all talking.
Okay.
All right.
I got two. What a day. Trying to party Babylon. Yeah. We're gonna work your Babylon. Come on, do that sexy dance back there, Tiffany. Let's work. Said, welcome to the Babylon. Every Jim. Said, welcome to the Babylon. And Kimberly. Said, welcome to the Babylon. And Tiffany. We said, welcome to the Babylon. That shit too loud, man. Yeah. Welcome to the Babylon. Welcome to y'all. Hold it. What you gonna do, Dominique? We ain't seen you in a minute, then you just gonna sit there on us. Let's work. Mightymoe. Say that here come the Mightymoe. Yeah. Say that here come the Mightymoe. I say that here come the Mightymoe. Hey, so here come the Mightymoe. Rock it on. My man Mightymoe coming in from my man Clifton Light Show. From the Chuck Brown Band, EU. Mightymoe, hey. Yeah, so here come the Mightymoe. I said that here come the Mightymoe. Hey, so here come the Mightymoe. Yeah, ooh, so here come the Mightymoe. And what you gonna do, Kimberly? You and Tiffany?
I'm not gonna be this good.
Yeah, come up here.
Okay, come on, please. Please do by them.
Welcome back to the Tear Down Groove. We want to welcome Miss Kendra joining us this second half, y'all. Play it like that. Play it for me. Oh man. Everybody go, let's go. Everybody go, let's go.
All right, welcome in everybody. We just on a brief intermission. We're gonna be back up in probably less than a minute.
Play it right, play it tight. Yeah. Right there. Don't show up too much back there, Mightymoe. You hear me, man? Yeah, hey, baby, right here. Sound good, y'all. Come on. Let's. Let me see what they talk about. It's Stacy. Hello. Let me see what they talk about.